Most executives think resumes protect them from disruption. They don't. The right mentors do. If you're relying on your credentials to keep you safe, you're already behind. Today, I'll show you how and why your mentor board is the number one lever to future-proof your career and how to start building it now. And not only is your mentor board future-proofing, it's also AI-proofing. So whether you're an executive or working on getting there, I want you to grab a pen and paper because you will want to write this down. Let me know if you've ever wondered, am I really safe from layoffs, disruption, or AI? Here's the gap I see with most executives or even director level, senior manager executives in the future. The current state is they rely on the resume. They stay in their lane. They cross their fingers when disruption hits. The desired state is that they're surrounded by mentors who see around the corners, who open doors, who keep them positioned ahead of change. Now, we always talk about energy resilience and economic resilience in my world, both with my executive coaching, long career, long game coaching clients, and with my entrepreneurial clients. Here's the tie on the energy resilience. Anxiety about disruption drains you. Mentor networks energize you. The economic resilience tie, careers built on resumes stall out. Careers built on mentors compound, like compound investing. Okay. Here are 3 mentor levers to future-proof your career. First, we want to build a mentorship board. One mentor isn't enough. You need a board, a mix of different kinds of mentors. You can think of them as sponsors, people who put your name in rooms that you're not in. You can think of them as advisors who give you perspective. You can think of them as champions who advocate for you. My recommendation is that you want 4 mentors. And each one only has to talk to you once a quarter, which means you get to talk to a mentor at least once a month. You want them to represent future state you. And if you're not really sure what that looks like, that means that they're going to represent the different versions of future state you. You also want them to represent who you are. So that means they align with you demographically. At least one of them, not all of them, just one of the 4. If you have a family or plan to have a family, one of them, at least one of them, does not have to be all 4, needs to have a family. You want to create a whole life that your career supports and pays for. You want your mentors to incorporate all of that. But no one mentor has to give it all, has to do it all. So here's an example. One of my clients built a 4-person mentor board in 6 months. She wasn't just promoted. She was positioned as next in line for C-suite. It could be next in line for VP. Could even be next in line for director. You can start this mentor thing as a senior manager. It is not too soon. The second lever in the mentor board building world is filling strategic gaps. Choose mentors for where you're going. I already kind of blew that. I got excited. Not where you are. So in case you don't know me, get ready because I am a fire hose of a lot of intelligent thoughts based on a lot of experience, but I'm also a fire hose of peace. You just never know which is going to show up. So as I mentioned earlier, you want to choose mentors for where you're going, not where you are. If you're a VP aiming for COO, some of your mentors, all your mentors need to be C-suite, and some, if COO is your target, need to be that. Your mentors should already be sitting in those operational and financial seats, not peers at your level. Even for me, scaling my coaching business, I want my business besties to be people at my level and above. So when we're talking about a mentorship board, we really want to make sure that they are a couple steps ahead of you. Now, Once again, not everybody on your mentorship board has to have all the things. In fact, it's better if they don't. But one of the things you definitely want to see is savviness on the economic resilience. So one of those things means, have they, was their experience in the dot-com bust of the last 25 years? Was their experience during the worst recession moments in the last 25 years? And you need some mentors who are AI savvy. Future proofing means understanding disruption. Seek members who get AI and can help you anticipate industry shifts, both the ones that are expanding opportunity and the ones that will be negatively impacting opportunity. One of my exec clients sought out a board member with an AI background. She's now leading her company's AI strategy instead of fearing replacement. Not a bad play. Now, I want you to imagine something. Imagine not fearing layoffs. Imagine your mentors positioning you for opportunities before they're even public. Imagine being the one person that people see as indispensable, not because of your resume, but because of your influence and visibility. That is the power of the right mentor board. Now, if you want my help building your own mentor board, one that future proofs your career, DM me today for a Wendy Wisdom call. We want to make sure we talk about that soon. My calendar fills up, and this is not a sales pitch, it's true. I told you I'm scaling a coaching business. My calendar fills up weeks in advance. We want to get you on my calendar now. We'll map the mentors you need, how to reach them, and how to turn those relationships into compounding returns. And if you know an executive or future executive who is worried about disruption, would you please share this replay with them? It could change the way they see their career. Last but not least, drop in the comments or send me a DM and let me know what your aha was today. I want to know what really hit you today. And you were taking notes. I know you were. So I want to know.